Well, hello everyone, I'm back. You don't know, but I do know. I've just actually filmed a video about why people go vegan and why I went vegan and all of these things, but I'm not good at talking to a camera because I just talk literally way too long. My video was so long, I could just literally not use it. Just come to the point and just speak about it. So that's why I'm just starting right now. Why I am vegan and why I went vegan and why people do go vegan and what the reasons are. Maybe it does inspire you a little bit, why maybe you want to know why people do, and I'm already talking too much, so let's go. I want to go to yoga in 10 minutes, let's see if I make that. Yeah, veganism turned me into yoga as well, so next time you see me umming underneath a tree, deep meditation, it's not really that unrealistic anymore, but it was a while ago. Anyway, doesn't matter, let's speak about it. The reason why I even thought about veganism was because so many people around me did it for like a, don't know, sort of a challenge. They're like, oh yeah, we do 2 months vegan, but more is like sort of a hipster thing because it's sort of a diet and it's healthy for you and it's good for you. And I always thought, oh my god, why would people do that? Literally, like, why? Not for me. I literally thought only crazy people go vegan. So now I'm one of these crazy hippie ones as well, and I love it. But anyway, the reason why I started looking into veganism was because I went back to school to do like a certain degree, and we had one teacher, he was always going on about it, and it was always like, he was always about like, don't eat meat, don't eat this, I don't do it either. It was so annoying. I was like, oh, what you want from me, you annoying vegan thing there. I'm allowed to say that because I'm vegan myself, so I'm allowed to blame others for that. Used to. That's what I used to do. I used to be like, oh my god, honestly, I just thought they're all crazy. I thought, why would people not eat meat and dairy, especially dairy? I mean, come on. Vegetarian, yeah, but why not eat eggs and dairy? That just did not make sense to me at all whatsoever. So I didn't understand. Now I do. The reason why I went was actually I educated myself. After hearing about it a lot and seeing this like it was like books about vegan cooking and stuff, and I was like, why would there be so many books about vegan cooking? And you look into them and you think that food actually looks really nice. So yeah, like I said, hearing from other people and seeing it on YouTube and seeing these cookbooks around, I was like, well, let me look into it. Let me look into this milk thing. What's the problem with dairy? Let me watch something. So yeah, I watched a documentary on that, and that started everything, because I questioned things, you know. Once you grow up your whole life and you think milk is good for you, it's good for strong bones and you need it to be healthy and strong and all of this bullshit, yeah, it's in your head, it's like stuck there and you believe it. And after I looked into it myself and educated myself, I was like, well, hang on, we really don't need that. It's meant for little baby cows, you know. Baby cows like that size and they need to grow into big cows. So when you think logically, there must be something in the milk make them grow. So yeah, hormones. So loads of hormones are in the milk. And the first thing I asked myself, and I actually questioned that, and when I thought about it and seeing it from a different point of view, I was like, hang on, if these hormones make a little cow like this grow into that, what does it do in our bodies? And I was really like, cancer? Before I actually read about it, it was like, would it make cancer cells grow? And I mean, so many things. People are all over the world are overweight, and some men have like man boobs, and I don't know, all these things. It's just like something's wrong there. So yeah, I questioned it, educated myself, and that's what I would suggest to everyone out there who's interested in doing that. There's no point in me explaining long around it. I mean, I can, but then this video gets like 2 hours long and I think no one wants to watch that, so I am not gonna go too deep into this. But I think if you want to know why people go vegan, watch documentaries about milk. Really look into it, how it's different to what you learned when you grew up. It's not as good as you get told. Then the meat thing, I did not cut down on meat straight away. I just started eating organic, and because I was like, yeah, poor animals, I know, but meat's just so good. That was my old self. It feels hard to say that now because I don't even think meat's good anymore. I'm really like gone off it, like straight off it. I've been vegan for like 1.5 years now, and 1 year like total 100% vegan 3 months. I always count in as like a slowly growing there. It was not like a one day to the other day thing. It was at some point, but that's not really how it started. It was just like getting more interested into things, and yeah, maybe 3 months it took me to sort of go in there. I did like meat and I didn't want to stop it, so I just eat it organic until I saw one movie which really made me stop doing that. Like I said, I stopped milk by then, milk and dairy products by then already. I didn't eat them anymore because I felt disgusted by it, with all that pap in it, what's that, pus in it, and hormones, and milk's good for baby cows, but milk's disgusting for humans, trust me. You will understand if you do look into these things. I watched this documentary, and this is something I would advise for every one of you to watch. It's the film, now you might have heard of it, Cowspiracy. It's so good. It's like on the they talk about the environmental effects of meat on our planet, and I was always like really like taking care of the environment, you know. I always didn't use a lot of water. I turned it off while I brushed my teeth. I separated my bin into different sort of plastics and all of these things. Everything a good person should do to take care of the environment, because I love it. I love nature and I love living on this planet, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, I did everything like to be good to it as much as I can. And after I figured out how bad meat is on the environment, I couldn't support that industry anymore. I was just like so against it. And you will see when you watch it, like I shorten it down to like a few facts. Our cows in the Western world, they get their soybeans to eat from, for example, South America, where they are rainforests. So they cut down the rainforests, grow the soybeans there. Through cutting down the rainforests, CO2 get released in the atmosphere from the ground underneath. It was like stored in there for years and years, but the trees are gone, so this goes up. The trees can't capture it anymore because the trees are gone. And then the cow farts. Sounds funny, but the cows farted as well. So it is a big cause of global warming, and I do believe in it. I truly believe in it. After I watched that, I couldn't do it anymore. And for the first time I understood why people would go vegan, because of the environmental effects. This was the day when I really stopped from one day to the other. After watching this movie, I was over it. Like I said, I was already going into it a little bit, tiny steps, but after this movie it was over for me. I was done with it. No dairy, no meat, no milk. Milk is dairy. You know what I mean, you know what I mean. And then the other things, they just come, they fall into places, you know. The time you start really deciding you are going to go vegan, you might still eat a cake with eggs in it, but at some point you want to educate yourself more and more. You like, okay, I eat that cake, but why don't vegan eat eggs? Then you think, okay, I was questioning dairy and I was questioning meat, and now I'm questioning eggs, and there was always a reason why people don't do it. So I looked into it, and then there was a big reason for me not to do eggs anymore, obviously. Yeah, and then you just really, at some point, you just really go vegan. I mean, eggs, hen period. Ew. I don't want to eat hen period. Apart from even thinking that they put these little tiny chicken man babies into shredders, you know. They have them on a belt, they breed them. They breed the eggs, you have to imagine, they breed all the eggs. And then they split the female from the male little chicken, and the male chicken, they can't do anything with it, so they put them into a shredder or into like a little gas cabin or something, and then they die, and it hurts them. And this is the bad thing, you know. Same with fish. Somehow I grew up in the belief of when fish get pulled out of the sea, they don't feel pain because, I don't know, that's what you get told as a kid. Fishing is normal, and a fish doesn't feel anything, so yeah, you pull him out of the sea, and then they make sure that they don't feel anything. Of course, they would not just take a fish out and let him die, like horribly die. But now I know better. This is exactly what they do. These fish die horribly. Yeah, all these things, like what I would just say to you is, before I make this video endless long, if you are interested, then look into it. Don't just think there's crazy tree hacking hippies. I like being crazy hippie. Haven't hacked trees yet. Maybe I try. Maybe I should try hacking trees. No, that's just a joke, literally, honestly. No, but before you think people are crazy doing that, you should really educate yourself. You know, be interested. Why are they doing it? And then Google it. Watch YouTube videos about it. And if you care, then you will go into it yourself. It will go deeper and deeper. And one day you turn out to be vegan like me, and then 1.5 years later I'm happier than ever. I never ever go back. I don't miss it. Nothing. I have got everything I want. I feel better, fitter than ever in my whole life. I feel like relaxed. More relaxed than I was before. Somehow I'm just happier. You feel like your mind is doing the right thing. I can just suggest it to you. Educate yourself. Why not to drink milk? Why not to eat meat? Why not to eat eggs? After you've done that, you will know why you're doing it and what you're doing it for, and you're gonna love it. You've never felt better than this. And you're doing something good. You're doing the right thing. I mean, global warming is a horrible thing, and I can't do much about it, but I can at the same time, you know. With going on a vegan diet, I can do more than anything. So watch Cowspiracy or any other documentaries, or read about articles about what environmental effect meat's got, and you're gonna love it. Let's get the first 2 hard weeks over, where it's hard and where you just don't know what to eat because you have no clue what to use and what to cook. Once you're over these 2 weeks, you're fine. Alright, now I'm gonna go. Stay tuned, subscribe, and see you soon.